Next up on Jason's Video Game Source YouTube channel. Members, let's talk about Pathologic 3 for the PlayStation 5. I bought this game like 2 days ago. Made about 40 plus gameplay VODs for it. It's developed by Ice Pick Lodge. It is an indie game, and like I said, it's a role-playing indie survival game, if you will. It takes place in a desolate, I think it's a fictional town in Russia that's involved in a sand plague. This is an ambitious game. This is a typical game where I don't think it's for me, okay? But it's a really good to great game. I could see this game getting 8s, but I only put a few hours into it. Like I said, I think I made 40 plus gameplay VODs for it. And I'm continuing to learn about the mechanic side of it. Like, for instance, today I just learned about breaking mirrors. Increases your amalgam. I think it's called amalgam, which is like a fuel for one of the most important devices. What's the name of it? This is a device that basically it could transform time, and it could get rid of the plague mist, the miasma that they call it in this game here. I did play a little bit of Pathologic 2. I made a few videos. That's not even worth really talking about. But this one, I actually put a few hours into this one. So yeah, it's a lot to learn. It's a lot of gameplay mechanics that you got to learn and everything. One of the most important things about Pathologic 3, for me at least, is managing your apathy and your mania. Mania, I'm sorry. Is it mania or mania? One speeds up your mental state. One relaxes your mental state. Either one could be bad for you. Either one could possibly kill you. Like, for instance, the last video I think I made was I died and I went to some place called the Mirror Room where I talked to this one creepy. By the way, they got pretty good artwork in this game. It's kind of like Bloodborne. You know, if you played other Pathologic games, it's just like that. But at first I thought this game was not a triple A, a double A game. But it come to find out, which is even more impressive, that it is a double A game. So, anyways, you start out playing as the Bachelor of Medicine. His name is Danny Dankovsky. By the way, this is a Russian-developed game, so I really have a hard time pronouncing any of the NPCs' names and whatnot. But the localization, the dialogue, the writing is really good in this, actually. It's a lot of reading. I got old bad eyes. I can't see that good. But reading the text, because there's a lot of dialogue tree heavy, NPC heavy choices. And you got a lot of reading. They really don't do much, if any, much of voice dialogue. So you got to read a lot and pick the choices that can either raise your apathy, lower your apathy, or raise your mania, or lower your mania. And it really does transform the world, and it's like your mental health is literally tied to your health and whether you live or die in this game. It's interesting. It's a different type of game. I haven't played many of these games. This is, to me, it seems like more of a PC, like a first person sim type of PC game to me. But yeah, like I said, I am playing it on a PlayStation 5, and it's a really good game. It's just not really for me. So like I said, you arrive at this this plague infested Russian settlement, like on the outskirts of the capital where Danny Dankovsky came from, where he's a doctor and stuff. And there's these flashback sequences that he's back in the capital, and he's talking to his coworkers and stuff at this facility. And his whole thing as a protagonist is about avoiding death and studying death and what happens after death and life and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. I haven't even got to the game is laid out by clues, a clue system. It's not a linear game by any stretch. It's linear in that you can follow clues, and you can go to a clue, or takes you to you follow a little waypoint ziggly line like they have in Skyrim, clairvoyance, whatever, and you could go to a specific area in a sector or a place in the village where you can talk to NPCs and further quests and stuff. And that way is linear. It's a hub system. It's not an open world role playing game. It's not. It's hubs, and there's loading screen between hubs. And some hubs have a creature that the locals believe in. It's like a Baba Yaga Baba Yaga, female or male? Anyway, this is a female, like ghostly creature that sucks your soul if she gets too close to you. Called, what's the name of it? Shabnak, I believe. And yeah, so there is a creature in certain sectors that you gotta like avoid and stuff, while you try to get to like NPC's house and talk to them and whatnot. You do have a gun. I haven't like shot anybody yet, but using a gun could raise your mania. It could, you gotta think about your mental health really a lot in this game. That's like the core mechanic of it all, and it during dialogue sequences, gameplay, everything is tied to your state of mind in this game, which is interesting. The artwork, the presentation reminds me of what's that game? Dishonored. You remember Dishonored? The look of this game does kind of remind me of that. It runs pretty good. I did have a few crashes and bugs before they released their first update on the PlayStation 5, so there were issues, but they released the update within 24 hours. So kudos to them for doing that. It fixed pretty much everything. I haven't had any issues with running the game running or bugs or glitches or any of the sort like that. So yeah, this is a really good game, but I don't think the game's for me, unfortunately. It released January 9th, so it's like 2 days ago, basically. So yeah, as I haven't even got to the part where I'm going back in time. I did go back in time, but I don't know how the hell I did do it. And this game doesn't hold your hand a lot. You got to figure out some things on your own and pay attention to the tutorials. There are a few, but this game doesn't hold your hand a lot, so you got to pay attention to the tutorials, like with breaking mirrors, interacting with objects. Objects are in blue or red, where they can raise or lower your mania, apathy or mania, depending on the objects and stuff. So there's ways of farming your mental state through gameplay mechanics within Pathologic 3. Yeah, there's a map, and you can set waypoints and travel and stuff, and atmosphere is pretty good, like when it's raining. And I'm not positive on this, but it looks like this game has a day and night cycle. Okay, it does seem like it has a day and night cycle, even though it's like hub based with loading screens and stuff. The story is interesting, like I said. You play as basically a doctor, and you're trying to find this man called Simon Kane, right? You're trying to find Simon Kane, but very early in the game, in the prologue, you find out that he's dead, or like the first really chapter in the game, you find out he's dead, and that. So I'm at this point where I think I got to go back in time and try to fix some of this shit, like butterfly effect type thing. I think is gonna happen in this game as you keep playing it, but so the guy's dead and he get put in jail, and I guess Danny, the bachelor here, the medic doctor, he tried to run away or something. Like, you don't see this. There's a lot of Pulp Fiction time jumps in this game where you're the bad guy all of a sudden after you help people. Like, you don't know why. It like jumps forward, jumps backwards. So it has that kind of like a Pulp Fiction effect with the time and the order of the game and stuff. So that's interesting as well. But yeah, this is like a PC, like a first person sim RPG and everything. There's like no really upgrade. I haven't seen any upgrade trees or paths yet for the bachelor here, the antagonist. You get a lot of clues. You follow a lot of clues. You got to read a lot, talk to a lot of NPCs, dialogue trees and everything. You got to pay attention what they want, and then pay attention the whole time to your mental health, which is the survival mechanic of Pathologic 3. You could die just by answering a question and going crazy, or not, or something. Like it has that effect. So it is a survival game. It's not a horror game by any sense. It's a dreary, depressing atmosphere for sure. It's like I said, it's like you're walking through Yarnum and Bloodborne. That's the way it looks. Corpses, lots of caskets on the ground and everything. Everything looks desolate. The colors could look drab and stuff. It's not a happy game. Good artwork with some interesting looking characters. I don't know what the hell some of these if they're humanoids or creatures or what. It's very interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of plans with games and stuff in January. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go back and finish this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I got a lot of free time, I might. But this is supposedly like a 20-hour plus game. Looking at the aggregates for how long the previous games were. It's like a 20+ hour game, so it's not a short game by any instance and stuff. And it is out in the current gen systems and everything. So members, I think that might be it for the impressions of Pathologic 3 for PC, Xbox Series systems, and the PlayStation 5. I don't think this game's on the Switch too. I'm pretty sure it's not. But that's about it. Expect more membership videos, and thank you for becoming a member. Check the stream sometimes because we give out gifts for memberships to people and stuff, so people can see me talking about video games, not just making tens of thousands of gameplay videos, which that's actually what I like to do. But I also like making the membership videos. I got to give you guys something different. All right, that's about it. You guys take care. Later.